Hi friends, Itheria here. Since the 5 new words were released in Final Fantasy XIV about a month or so ago, I have won 3 houses. In fact, I won 3 consecutive bids in a row. Now, you may be wondering, what about your other video where you said you couldn't even win a coin toss? We thought you were a loser like us, Itheria. Well, my friends, my luck has changed since I discovered the secret to winning homes in Final Fantasy XIV. And since I am so magnanimous, I will share the secret with you right now. The secret is this: stop caring. Now, let's look at some case studies to prove to you that this is indeed the best strategy to increase your RNG. Case study number 1. My first ever bid on a house, Lavender Beds, Plot 9. I wanted this house very badly. I thought it was the most amazing plot in 14 and that if I won, I would never move even if I had a 100% chance of getting a medium or a large. It was my dream plot. I cared far too much and thus my RNG was nerfed into oblivion. The person who cared the least won. Now, how do I know that they cared the least? Well, they cared so little for winning this house that they didn't even bother to collect it, and it went back on the market. Case study number 2. My second bid, Plot 40 in the Mist subdivision. This house I bid on early in an attempt to scare away people who are looking for zeros regardless of the district. Because of the early bid, I grew quite attached to this plot. I hovered around it, though I did wait down the street so that people wouldn't bid on it out of spite thinking I was puppy guarding. And no one else bid. It was the last night and I began to feel that the house indeed belonged to me. However, at 3:30 a.m. on the day of the drawing, a last-minute bidder appeared and crushed my dreams. Now, going back to our thesis, we know that the person who cares the least wins the house. This person obviously did not nurse an attachment for this house for days like I did. This person did not come to cherish the plot like I did. They did not come to have the same level of care for the house that I did. Seeing as they were the only other bidder, I lost to their lack of shits to give. Case study number 3. A goblet plot, I don't know which number, but it was ugly. This house was the last zero at 1 a.m. on the day of the drawing, so approximately 8 hours before the results. It was nestled between a carbuncle house and a chocobo house. It was far from the market board. Clearly, people did not want this plot, and frankly, neither did I. Still, I was in need of a house both for funsies and for video reasons. So I bid on it as I figured once it was at 1, people would pass it up for a less ugly, less crappy location. But at the same time, I kind of didn't really care if somebody did come and late bid on it because I didn't really want it either. I wanted a house, but not that plot. As you can guess, this was my first win. Yes, there was no competition, but I also wouldn't have been sad to lose because I didn't really like the house. So I didn't care. I did not care if I won or lost. However, once I had that ugly plot, it meant my stakes in winning were so much lower. Even though I didn't like the plot, I now had acquired a home and no longer needed to acquire a different one. Obviously, I still decided to bid because I didn't like the plot, as I've said like a billion times at this point. And that takes us to case study number 4, The Mist, Plot 16. By this point, houses were very, very slim pickings. Most houses had a minimum of 3 bids. And I had nothing to lose, so I bid on this house because the Mist is better than the Goblet, but I didn't really care if I won or lost. Like I said, the stakes are quite low for me now because I already have a house. And unlike the first 2 bids I made where I literally lost sleep over them because I was excited and anxious about whether or not I would win, this night, I slept like a baby. Sometime during the day, I remembered to check the results, and yes, the girl who couldn't win a coin toss beat 3 other people for the house. By this point, I was quite satisfied. No, it wasn't Lavender Beds, but I didn't really care about that anymore. I really liked the plot that I had gotten, and I figured I would stay there for quite a while. I even decorated the yard. But then, demolition happened, and the medium right across the path from my small opened up. Case study number 5. I wasn't even sure if I should bid on it or not. I quite liked my small. I could jump on the roof without needing to climb any furnishings. But the extra space in a medium meant the potential for less awkward camera angles, and of course more space for all the housing inspo I've been overwhelmed by on Twitter. Once again, I didn't really have anything to lose. So I thought, why not? Even if I lose, I'm pretty happy with my small. As you can guess, I did not lose. Why? Because I truly did not care if I won or lost on that medium. And now, Essie is the proud owner of my soul, and I am the proud owner of a Final Fantasy XIV subscription for the rest of my life.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I have a feeling some people may get a little offended by all my case studies. They may feel it is unfair for someone who cares so little to win when they care so much more. What I have to say to that is, I don't make the rules. I am not the one who decided the less you care, the higher your RNG is. I have only discovered this truth through examination of my experiences, and I too have suffered. I will forever hold a bitter hatred for the person who did not claim Plot 9 of Lavender Beds, whoever they are. Also, though my level of care may not have been high, I do want the house. If I didn't want it all, I would not have bid on it. I would not have wasted 25 million gil on 3 different houses, okay? Plot 9 could learn a thing or two from me, as in claim the goddamn house, you piece of... Anyway, I have presented you with 5 case studies proving that the secret to winning houses in Final Fantasy XIV is not to care about winning or losing. I hope this information can prove useful to you, and good luck in all of your housing lottery endeavors. Please share your own case studies in the comments below. Speaking of comments, remember to leave a sacrifice to Lord Algorithm in the form of a like, comment, share, or subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching. Bye!